In Hollywood, I was about to meet someone with a human blood disorder so rare that only 1,500 people have been diagnosed with it in the United States alone. Porphyria is a disease which prevents the human body producing enough heme, the main pigment in blood that gives it its colour. If a person does not have enough heme in their system, they will eventually die. As a treatment, many porphyrians regularly undergo painful blood transfusions to replace the missing heme, while others prefer to take a more contested approach.
Drinking blood is like having the first cigarette of the day. You know, it races through the system. And for those of the smokers out there that are going to be watching this, it's a lot like that. It's like getting high. My condition, well, it's known as porphyria. I've had it since the age of 17. I am photosensitive, but yes, I can go out in sunlight for roughly about an hour, being a level 1 that the doctors describe me as. Anything beyond that, and I start blistering, it's not a pretty sight.
Even though Raven's porphyria is classed as level 1, which is relatively mild, he may still be at risk of liver failure if he went untreated.
When I first found out about it, I went through transfusions, hormonal treatments. I tried everything. The transfusions were very painful. The hormonal treatments caused me to be extremely violent. After going through the transfusions, the hormones and all that, drinking blood was the only option, so I pretty much took it. It had no serious negative side effects besides it tasted like crap. Right now we're here in South Central LA. Here to pick up my monthly supply, I guess you could say, of blood. The main reason I use a kosher butcher is because, well, they happen to be the only ones that don't add a certain dye called red 42. Normally I mention that I'm purchasing the blood for like blood sausage, and if he asks. Red 42 for normal use is to make the meat redder. It's pretty much a preservative as well as it makes the meat look good. This is definitely a substitute for human blood. It's just one of those things that, you know, it avoids me having to deal with the donors. You know, kosher butchers, they slit the animal. It's there.
But is it as good as human blood?
It's cold. It's, but yeah, it does the trick. It does the trick when it has to. To find a human donor in this day and age, it's like, it is a real nightmare. You have to go through blood screening tests, and you got to make sure that you've known the person for a long time. Yeah, I've already phoned up, ordered ahead, and these guys are really good about it. For anyone else to drink blood, you're going to be in lots of pain, you're going to be puking, you're going to be a mess.
Is this a hard thing to try and buy from a butcher?
Actually, in most cases, yes, because if they know what I'm using it for, they tend to freak out mostly. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah,
it's not something you find on the menu.
It's no. I mean, you can look down the whole list and you're not going to find it. It's just one of those things that, you know, they don't advertise. There's people out there like blood fetishists and all that do this for kicks and thrills and what have you. I personally look at them and I'm going, why? I need this to survive. You're doing this for your thrills, your jollies, what have you.
It's a beef.
Yeah, you're right. It's beef. If I don't drink blood, my liver will shut down, and unfortunately, when your liver's gone, game's over. I usually come to a park, find some place a little secluded, try and find a little bit more away from people. I am married, and my wife does know that I have porphyria, and yes, that I do drink blood. You bring a container of some sort like this, and, you know, just get rid of it. She has made offers to me, and unfortunately, I cannot drink from my wife for the simple fact that she is a school teacher. It would be kind of hard to explain to her students why she has cuts and scars upon her body. It would cause a lot of troubles within her work because people still view what I do as a taboo. Cheers. To those who would think that, you know, that I'm a crackpot, they've never been lying in a bed with the sensation of razor blades ripping through their stomach. They've never had to limit their daylight time. They've never had to, you know, go through the humiliation of having to go to a butcher, or the processes of having to get donors. So for those people that don't understand that, you know, I have to drink blood, all I have to say to them is, you know, I'm sorry, but this is my life.
Although Raven is convinced that consuming animal blood alleviates his condition, there is no medical proof that drinking blood can help any type of porphyria, and it is strongly contested by the medical profession. There are those, however, who firmly believe that drinking blood can have positive effects, and it is not just the major cities where they can be found.